Most people won't admit this out loud, but a huge part of their life is spent chasing approval, likes, validation, being accepted, being seen as normal. And yet, there's a small group of people who don't seem to care. They don't explain themselves, they don't try to fit in, they don't adjust their personality to please the room. And here's the strange part. These people are often misunderstood, judged, or labeled as cold, when in reality, psychology says they have something rare. If you don't chase social approval, you likely have habits most people never develop. And today, we're breaking them down, because once you understand these habits, you'll realize why you've always felt different. Let's start with the first one, and it quietly changes how you move through life. 1. You make decisions internally, not socially. Most people make decisions by asking one question: what will people think? People who don't chase approval ask a different question: does this feel right to me? Psychology calls this internal validation, the ability to evaluate choices based on personal values rather than external reactions. This doesn't mean you ignore others. It means your self-worth isn't outsourced. And because of that, you don't panic when people disagree with you. You stay grounded, which leads directly to the second habit, and this one makes people uncomfortable. 2. You're comfortable being misunderstood. Approval-seeking people try to control perception. They explain, they justify, they over-clarify. People who don't chase approval don't. They understand something most people never learn. Being misunderstood isn't dangerous. Psychology shows that people with higher emotional independence don't feel the need to correct every wrong assumption. They let time and consistency speak. And while this can make you look distant on the surface, it's actually a sign of emotional strength. Now here's where things get interesting. 3. You don't perform your personality. Many people perform who they are. They soften opinions. They exaggerate reactions. They shape themselves to the room. But if you don't chase approval, your personality stays consistent, whether people like it or not. Psychologists associate this with identity stability. You don't become louder to be noticed. You don't become quieter to be accepted. You remain yourself. And ironically, this often makes people trust you more, even if they don't always agree with you. Which brings us to habit number 4, and this one explains why you may feel alone sometimes. 4. You prefer respect over belonging. Belonging feels good, but it often comes with conditions: approval, agreement, compliance. People who don't chase social approval unconsciously prioritize respect over belonging. They would rather stand alone in truth than blend in through self-betrayal. Psychology links this to high self-concept clarity, knowing who you are even when no one validates it. And yes, this can feel alone at times, but it also protects your integrity. Now here's the habit that ties everything together. 5. You're selective with where your energy goes. Approval seekers spread themselves thin. They react to everything. They chase every response. People who don't chase approval are selective. They choose where to speak, when to engage, when to walk away. This isn't arrogance, it's emotional efficiency. Psychology shows that emotionally mature individuals limit unnecessary emotional labor. They don't need everyone to like them. They just need alignment with themselves, and that changes everything. The real truth. Here's what these habits have in common. They remove desperation from your presence. People don't respect those who need approval. They respect those who don't need permission to exist as they are. If you don't chase social approval, you're not antisocial. You're not broken. You're not too much or too quiet. You're likely operating from internal strength in a world addicted to external validation. And once you stop chasing approval, you start attracting something far more powerful: respect. If this video felt uncomfortably accurate, subscribe Positive Vibe 24, because the next video breaks down why people who speak less often influence more. Until then, stay grounded,